Hello and a very warm welcome to Huatulco in Mexico on a seminal day for those nations trying desperately to make it to Paris for only the second ever Olympic mixed team relay event on August the 5th. 9 countries have already confirmed their place. 2 more will take a massive step towards joining them this morning. There are only 10 weeks to go until the Games. France as hosts will be there, Great Britain, Germany, New Zealand, Australia, Switzerland, the USA, Italy and Portugal. So here in Huatulco, 9 more nations battling it out to join them. I'm Trevor Harris alongside triple Olympian Julian Sanders. The pressure is on here this morning, isn't it? Simple as that.
Indeed. We have 9 teams and only 2 spots up for grabs. So pretty good odds, I would say, for all of those 9 teams. Norway has got to be one of the favourites there today, fielding their strongest team, the team that I think got a 3rd place in Sunderland last year.
Yeah, that was the first time they got on a podium in a World Championship Series relay. The qualifying criteria is pretty straightforward. The first 2 nations across the line will qualify for Paris. The only caveat that they have 4 athletes inside the top 140 on the Olympic rankings. So, as we said, the pressure is on. So bang on time, the Olympic qualifying mixed team relay is underway. Just 9 teams and only 300 metres in the water, and it's a bit more chop out there than we're used to seeing in this Huatulco event. It's a slightly different course. They're swimming about 500 metres away from where the start used to be. So we'll see how much that plays a part in proceedings this morning.
We can see Jamie Riddle entered the water first there. Great start from Team South Africa. But I think also the exit is also going to be important. Apparently there's quite a significant drop-off in from the sand into the sea. So these athletes would have practiced that. But I think those are going to be factors. Also a really long run from the water to transition as well. So a little bit of a shore break. That's when the wave just crashed right onto the beach. We can see Mitch Coltman there of the Netherlands exiting the water first. We've got Brock Hull, Jamie Riddle, Vettel Thorn, and our young Mexican athlete, Nicholas Vargas.
So Coltman leads in with Riddle on the right-hand side. Vettel Thorn, of course, who won that World Cup in Levan a couple of months ago. He's definitely going to be in Paris in the individual event. Now, can these 4 or 5 get away and create some kind of a gap? The bike is only 7.2 Ks, remember?
Yeah, and we just saw there that Hungary was just off the back of that group. So it's Ben Spitchuk. He's going to have to work really, really hard to try and get on the back of this group to keep Hungary in this race. So still those 4 athletes up at the front. Oh, there's a crash.
Well, that could be an absolute disaster so early in the race.
I think that might have been Team South Africa. I don't see a green tri-suit up at the front of the race anymore.
So that might be Jamie Riddle who's down.
That'll be really unfortunate.
That's an absolute disaster. Yes, it is Riddle. Just takes a second for hopes and dreams to be completely extinguished. And not only that, let's hope he's okay in terms of his continuing participation as an individual triathlete. Thorn almost went to the wrong place there.
Yeah, they dismounted their bikes there in a cloud of dust. Thorn was first off the bike, but just seemed to fumble a little bit there, but managed to recalibrate and get going there. So we've got Brock Hull, we've got Vettel Thorn of Norway, and Mitch Coltman of the Netherlands there. Those are our first 3 countries.
1.8 kilometres this run, which is just over a mile. So they're going to do this in 5:15, something like that.
That's Team Ecuador going out.
There's Bishak. He is a long, long way adrift. This is not going according to plan at all for the Hungarians.
Nothing between these 3 at the moment. We know it's really, really hot and humid out there, despite the fact it's only 7:30 in the morning. Humidity is massively high, 30 degrees plus. So yeah, definitely. Even though it's such a short event, it still plays a role. A little bit of a gap there, you can see.
It's kind of questionable how much of an advantage you have as he tags to Hal, just 18 minutes in actually. So the 3 of them are going to go in pretty much together.
Yeah, Hal is probably
All three
one
of
of
them
the
are in the
strongest
water
swimmers
now.
on the circuit. Really, really strong. One of our athletes looks like they're going off course. Is that...
Two of them have gone the other side. Oh, this is...
I think the Canadian athlete's gone the wrong way. She's gone off to the... down the finish chute.
well, I'll have to wait and see if there's any issue with that.
A little bit of confusion there.
Well, all three of them are in the water now. We'll wait and see.
Yeah, it looked like the Canadian went into the swim exit as opposed
Yes.
to the swim entrance. So it looked like Lottie Miller there and Barbara de Koning taking the correct way into the water. Sophia Howell deciding to go through the finish chute.
We'll wait and see if there are any repercussions of the Howell route, should we say, into the water.
You can just see the current there. Really difficult for these athletes actually to get onto the beach.
It's just pushing them up the sand. So you can see Howell in the background there. Oh no, Howell's actually out there with Miller.
It's Barbara de Koning off the back here.
So Miller and Howell away together. Might have a chance to put some distance.
It'll be interesting to see what the gap is now to Barbara de Koning, who's sitting in third place for Team Netherlands there.
You would, in theory, struggle to see de Koning making up the deficit. I don't know what the deficit is. I don't think we've had any.
16 seconds it
Okay.
was, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's going to be a big ask. So Howell and Miller, Canada and Norway have stolen a march on the field here, putting their respective countries in absolutely great shape.
Yeah, and let's just keep an eye on the time. It was 16 seconds. So Sophia Howell out first, Lottie Miller, no sign yet of that third place. We know Barbara de Koning was sitting in third place. Yeah.
Koning did manage to stay ahead of those behind her, but how much has she lost? That's the question.
She's going to have to absolutely run her socks off.
She's going to have to fly, yeah, and then hope that the likes of Murray and Klammer can somehow get the Netherlands out of jail here. The Hungarians are a minute and a half back, not where they expected or wanted to be at all. Hauser of Austria, along with Horvath of Hungary. I mean, you never say never, but it's going to be a mighty task from here to get back into it.
So Lottie looks like she's found her legs there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is impressive.
Yeah, it might be a time trial by Team Norway. For the rest of the race, we can just see Sophia Howell there, a few meters back of Lottie Miller.
Well, this is going so much better than Norway could even have possibly dreamt, as Miller gives a very handy lead to Kasper Storns.
So yeah, he was on the podium in Levine as well in that indoor race not too long ago. So also a fan of this short format. We'll see if Mathies Belo is able to make up some of this deficit here on the swim. Still a young athlete, I think just out of the junior ranks.
Now there goes Richard Murray, and he's got a massive amount of ground to make up.
The current looks like they're swimming nowhere.
It's hard to get out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Stornes is out. He's got a little bit of a gap back to the Canadian. Interesting to see whether Murray managed to make up any time at all in the water. It's not normally Richard Murray's strongest point to swim.
Yeah, and Kasper Storns not sticking around. Mathies Belo is going to have to really, really work hard here. Get his feet into his shoes quickly, put his head down, and really try and get onto the wheel of Kasper Stornes there.
So here's Richard Murray. Pretty decent transition, that one. Go to shades.
Yes, there's still a bit of a gap there. Hasn't been able to close that just yet. And we just know how strong the Norwegians are on the bike, and they will relish that uphill section. Anything technical. We just see Richard Murray there going out into the course, and he's 54 seconds behind Team Canada, 58 seconds behind the leaders Norway.
But the big test now is for the Canadian. Mathies Belo just has to hang tough.
Yeah, that looks like about a 10-second gap or so now.
Richard Murray in behind is motoring. There's the leader.
Yeah, and don't forget we have Team Hungary and Austria who are only 30 seconds behind Murray, and they have got Songo Lehmann and I think Alois Knabel, who we know are really, really strong athletes on the bike.
Storner's having more trouble with his bike in transition than he did out on the course, but he's got it into the rack.
Yeah, no malice for Sophia Howell there, just, you know, a mistake she made in the moment. So, yeah, really disappointing for Team Canada, unfortunately.
So, these relays produce drama. South Africa crashed. Canada disqualified. And Norway at the moment striding away.
Yeah, let's not forget Canada can appeal that, so incentive is for them to carry on and race as hard as they can.
Yeah, which they have to do, really.
Yeah. We will get a time check shortly to see whether that was in fact Murray being caught by Austria. I think it was Austria and Spain and Hungary.
Yeah, Murray was caught. So now we've got 4 of them racing together in kind of joint third spot.
Yeah, and this is really, really significant, particularly for Team Hungary and Team Netherlands. They are really, really in the hunt for this relay spot to secure a 4th person to head to those Paris Olympics. Austria as well. We know they have 2 men and 2 women already qualified, but they're right on the edge
they're
of
on the cusp, aren't they?
So Casper Storms looking really, really strong on the run there. Masterclass performance here by Team Norway.
You've always got to forget about what it means. Just concentrate on doing everything right, like she's practiced so many times. Last leg then.
So she jumps into the water there. Yeah, just important for her, I guess, to stay relaxed, but also concentrate, not make any small mistakes there. Team Canada have made up quite a bit of time there. So
yeah, that's Ray Ridenow.
Looks like Matisse.
Here come the Hungarians, yeah, so Kutna Bragmai's away, and she is a top swimmer also.
Yeah, no sign of Netherlands yet. We obviously have Team Norway at the front, a little bit of a gap. Team Canada, who we know have been disqualified. Team Hungary, a further gap. Rachel Klammer, who we know is a hugely talented athlete. She'll be chasing Jeanette Bragmeier.
Officially confirming that there's an appeal lodged by Team Canada to their disqualification here. But the 2 women on the final leg are out the water with just the bike and the run to go. And I mean, Ridenow must know. But
yeah, I'm sure she's got that information, but, you know, she's got to try and just keep herself in the race and, you know, hope that they potentially can be successful with that appeal.
And that might still be a way for Canada to get in. Meanwhile, Kutna Bragmeier's out the water.
Yeah, and similar to the previous leg with the men, you really, really want to try and jump onto Lofseth's wheel. She's so strong on the bike. You don't want to give her any few meters because she'll be gone. She'll be up the road, just like she seems to be here. So yeah, let's see what that time gap is now between Hungary and the Netherlands. So Hungary and Netherlands potentially fighting for that second spot, that second Olympic qualification berth.
That's not a done deal then by any means, that Kutna Bragmeier is going to finish ahead of Klammer.
No, you can just see Klammer there behind, in the distance.
And we know how well Klammer runs. This could yet have another twist.
Hard to tell how much time Bragmeier would need with Rachel Klammer chasing her on the run. I think Rachel has been struggling with a bit of a foot niggle, so yeah, it's going to be really, really interesting come the run leg. So you're going straight past Team Canada there. Ridenow jumping onto Bragmeier's wheel there.
So now, potentially it could be the first 2 teams across the line that are going to definitely qualify.
So it looks like Rachel Klammer's also gone past Desiree Ridenow there of Canada.
She's away. And she'll be able to see exactly how far ahead she is, and no one's come into transition yet behind her, so unless something ridiculous happens, surely just a matter of time until she crosses the line in first place.
I think Bragmeier's just finished the bike there, racking her bike. We can see Klammer's just dismounted there, running into transition. So yeah, 10 seconds the gap.
Right, this is going to be the best transition of your life, Rachel, I think. You're going to have any chance. Rachel's exceptional run on the women's side.
It looks like they might be running together, and perhaps that looks from up here that Rachel perhaps has taken Bragmai already. Could it be?
What if she has? That's unbelievable. There's no danger here for Lursev. It's been a brilliant performance from Norway. Never really at any stage in any kind of trouble, and they know now that they are going to be on the start line in Paris on August the 5th, and that's what it means. Stornes isn't even going to be there himself, but he's overwhelmed with emotion with the rest of them.
You can just see the delight on Lottie Miller's face there. Wonderful performance by Team Norway.
And it's Rachel Klammer. It's unbelievable the power she has on the run. More than 10 seconds adrift. Dutch hopes looked like they were scuppered, but no. The brilliance of Klammer is going to take the Netherlands to Paris. Her husband's going to be there to give her a cuddle as well as the other two. And it's the Netherlands who get that second spot. And it's a heartbreaker for the Hungarians.
Huge run by Rachel Klammer there. Absolutely fantastic effort by her.
Probably there's not a better way to celebrate the National Norwegian Day today, no?
Yeah, no, it's we really wanted to win, and it's even more special to win today, 17th of May. Everyone's celebrating home in Norway, and we get to celebrate too, so we're really happy about today, yeah. Yeah, for sure. If we had been at home today, it would have been a Norwegian flag all over the street, so we're happy to make it at least one Norwegian flag in Mexico as well. So.
And it also means the debut of Norway at the Olympics in the mixed relay. How does that feel?
Yeah, it's nice to have a mixed relay in Olympics, so I think Norway can do good.
Yeah, we've been working for this since last Olympics. Then we just missed out on a spot for the mixed relay, and yeah, it was a close call. Last shot we had, and yeah, we delivered. And yeah, I'm really proud of the rest of the team. So yeah, just happy and excited for the future.
Yeah, I definitely felt the heat, but it's always really cool, but also a bit stressful to start in front. So I kind of felt like I'm the only one that can mess it up first now. So on the swim I was just catch at the end, and then I knew that I'm a strong rider by myself, so I was just really going for it in the first transition, and already quite early on the first bike lap I felt really confident that now I just need to control it and not mess it up for the team, and luckily I managed to do that. I think conditions like this makes it even better for us because we're able to kind of set the race. We're so stable on especially the bike leg, and the fact that we can be in our zone, we don't have to over push into red zone, we can kind of stay in threshold mode. I think that's a good thing for us, and also when the biking is so crucial and the field is so spread, this was our race to lose, and we knew it, and we nailed it. So we're super happy. Yeah.
4 tickets to the Olympics. How does that feel?
Incredible. I have no words for it.
Yeah, it feels amazing to race together as a team. We all did our best, and yeah, it paid off.
It hasn't sunk in yet, I think, but wow, I mean, what a team. It was such a crazy race. We went up and down. We were 6th place at one point, and then, wow, we managed to get second due to the amazing team effort.
Yeah. I have to say, when we were, 4th or 5th, I cried before the race. It's like, the pressure is so high now, I'm not sure what I can do, but it's awesome to be here with this team, and we've got some of the young athletes and some of the oldest athletes, but we show that we can still be a team, and we fought hard, and I'm proud of everyone. Once again, I felt so nervous. I always feel nervous, but to be nervous for the team, to be scared of ruining it possibly. But the other girls were so supporting before the race, as well as Lotte, and yeah, they accompanied me down a bit. And when I hit the water, I had the first bit is not my strongest point, but I fought hard till the end. I went all out on the run, and yeah.
How did it feel for you, Richard?
It was pretty tough, I think, when I went out. I'm not used to having to look up and actually focus where the boys are in the swim. Normally I'm following, so it was quite nice. The swim was quite nice, tough bike. I knew the guys were going to catch me from behind. I was doing my best, but it was me versus 3, and I knew that the Lehmann and the guys were really strong on the bike, so they caught me near the end, on the last lap just before transition. And on the run, it was very heavy legs after the bike. But yeah, I managed to at least keep close enough to the Hungary team. And yeah, from there, when it went across the Rachel, I was just praying that it would come across the line in second place.
Yeah, I started as third and stayed as third. I was like, okay, just got to keep going, keep that gap to I saw there was a pack behind, and I was like, okay, just keep going, do your best. And yeah, came over as third, and yeah, we had some really strong athletes left, so I was like, yeah, hopefully we got this.
Yeah, it was the perfect scenario for me. I pushed really hard on the swim and tried to stay away with the guys, and we did a good job. Unfortunately, Jamie crashed. That was a bit of a shocking moment, but at least we could ride together with the three of us, and yeah, we stayed on the run almost together, and I handed over to Barbara, and she did really well as well.
Zanet, I guess that the third place, that is quite bittersweet today, no?
Yeah, absolutely. I had no other gear to keep up the pace with Rachel. We know Rachel. There was nothing left for me. So yeah, it was my all the best. I gave it all. Yeah.
Yeah, at the moment we are all disappointed, of course, a bit because the qualification was never this close. But I think we can be really proud on our performance today. We really pushed our heart into this race, and this is a hell of a race. So I'm really proud of all the members. I think this was our best today, and yes, we can be proud because we worked very well as a team. So not this time, but the chance will come, I think, in the future.
Yeah, I had one job to do. As a first man, I had to keep up with the first pack, but I couldn't do it. I did my best, which was not enough today. So I'm quite disappointed as well, but life goes on, and so do we.
I wasn't expecting to do the race alone on the second leg, but I think I did my best. So yeah, this is it.
55 seconds, the winning margin. And actually, Palmer, look at that. She was 17 seconds. Sorry, 12 seconds. She made up about the same amount, didn't she? So she ran about 25 seconds quicker than Britta Bragmeier, which is amazing. Over 1,800 metres.
Yeah, huge run.
Spain will be absolutely delighted with where they finish. Young team, Dennis Brown and three much younger athletes.
Yeah, bodes well for the future for Spain. They've got a whole crop of really talented youngsters coming through.
Norway! At the first World Triathlon Championship Series medal in mixed team relay in Sunderland back end of last year. Then they won the European Games. And they're going to get the chance to go to the Olympic Games.
Recuerden de 1 a 7 la entrega de kits. Mañana competencia de grupos por edad a partir de las 6:30 de la mañana. Y a las 5 de la tarde los elite femenil, que no se lo pueden perder. ¡Felicidades!
Richard Murray's drinking it out of his food.